Greetings and welcome, adventurers, to another episode of Let's Play Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition Hordes of the Underdark. And when last we left off, we had arrived at the second level of Undermountain, and we are now trying to recover the chains that will open up the door to the next level. I shouldn't really use this box. Something other than this. I don't need the rods anymore, do I? I think. Well, let's keep them. We can always get rid of them later. For now, however, I would like to find where they put it. The genie bottle. Make sure that is the front page, because that's going to be an important item for us. Let's use it. The bottle begins to shake and tremble in your grasp. A cloud of smoke billows forth. The mists are coalescing into the figure of a powerfully built man.
Damnable drow, why must you keep... Oh, I see you aren't one of those dark elves after all. Well, this could change a few things.
A dashing fellow, all bright and purple.
I never liked the drow. Too demanding, very difficult to do business with. Mortal, I am in your debt for freeing me from the clutches of those vile underground elves.
Right, now I'm not gonna be stupid here and say that he's my slave. That's just asking to be turned into a newt. So, is there some kind of reward for rescuing you? A reward? Well, I suppose something is in order, but first, allow me to introduce myself. I am Vulcarian Arcetis, a powerful genie of royal blood. A genie? Does this mean you'll grant me a wish? You mortals have some strange preconceptions about us. Every time I cross paths with one of your kind, you seem to think I'm obligated to give you a wish. Unfortunately for you, it doesn't work that way, but I'm grateful for my release. I do have something I can give you as a reward. A trinket Halaster recently gave me for safekeeping. I suspect he didn't want the drow to get it, but I'm sure he won't mind if I give it to you. It's an activation stone for a magic portal that will allow you to move between Undermountain and Waterdeep. I seem to remember Halaster saying it was the eastern section of the Undermountain second level. Thank you. I like you, mortal. There is something different about you, something unique. And business has been a bit slow for me since Halaster disappeared. I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to allow you to have access to my shop, a store virtually overflowing with magical merchandise. Your shop? What are you talking about? I'm a merchant dealing in rare and powerful magical items. I wander the plains collecting wondrous artifacts, and then I sell them for to a few very select clients. Halaster himself was one of my best customers. That's why I agreed to let him create this summoning bottle. Whenever he needed to see my inventory, I was only a quick rub away. Of course, ever since the drow got their ashen fingers at the bottle, I've been summoned 20 times a day. I would never have agreed to this if I knew Halaster was going to be so careless. Why didn't you just stop answering the summons? The power of the bottle compels me to respond to each summons, and it keeps me from taking any hostile action against the owner. But it doesn't mean I have to do business with them. The Dark Elves are beneath me. I won't do business with them. I keep my list of customers very exclusive. Since you have liberated my bottle from the drow, I'm going to add you to that list. I would like to ask you some questions.
You mortals and your curiosity. Halaster was always asking me the strangest questions, though he was quite mad, of course. I suppose your own inquiries will be much less... insane.
Do you know what happened to Halaster? I can only speculate, mortal. Halaster always kept the summoning bottle on his person, so I would surmise the drow somehow obtained the bottle directly from the wizard. But I doubt Halaster would have willingly turned the summoning bottle over to them. The mage has the same dislike for the Dark Elves as I do. I suspect the bottle was forcibly taken from him, which means Halaster must be a prisoner of the drow if he's still alive. What can you tell me about Undermountain? Not much. I know Halaster created it, and I know from personal experience that he was quite proud of his creation, but the work of mortals holds little interest for me. Do you know why the drow have come to Undermountain? The reasons behind the actions of you mortals are always the same. Greed, the hunger for power, desire to conquer. I imagine the Drow are bent on personal gain at the expense of everyone else. However, I don't know any specific details. Why the Drow specifically chose this time and place, and what they have done or intend to do with Halaster are as much a mystery to me as you. I want to know more about you, Volcarian. Aha! Of course you do, mortal. Djinn are an item of endless fascination for your kind, aren't we? Very well, ask what you will. You said before you are of royal blood? That may have been misleading, mortal. All Djinn are of royal blood, in some fashion. And while it is true my family's house is well respected, I am far from the seat of power. If you were to compare my place in the hierarchy of my kind to your own class system, I would be nothing more than a wealthy merchant. Why did you decide to become a merchant? I spent many centuries journeying through the plains seeking my fortune, and in my travels I've come across many magical items, items that my kind have little use for. But you mortals find such items to be quite useful indeed. Rather than letting these items go to waste, I decided to sell them to those who had most need of them. Of course, dealing with mortals is difficult, that is why I have chosen my customers with great care. Powerful archmage like Halaster is worthy client. An apprentice conjurer is... I run a store, but used as a genie half for gold. It is not the gold itself that I value, but what it represents. Gold is precious to a mortal. To part with it is a sacrifice. My items are expensive. Purchasing them is a great sacrifice to you. By giving me the gold, the value of the sacrifice it is worth to you, is then transferred to me. It is all very complicated. I don't expect you to fully understand. All that should matter to you is that I have established my prices for my items, and none of my prices are negotiable, which is true. He usually has a very unfavorable opinion when it comes to price negotiation. I'd like to see your inventory now.
Of course! Just remember the rules. You can look, but you can't touch the merchandise until it's paid for. And my prices are non-negotiable.
Ah, he's actually favorable this time around. High charisma for the win. So, let us see. So, he's got a bunch of stuff. It's not particularly interesting. Magic department. Fear of Withering. I mean, I don't use them, but... Ability Drain. On Constitution. I mean, it could be useful. Teleportation Bolt. That sounds like it's very confusing. Neat. But, again, nothing much for renewal. Right. Right. Another Ice Talon. Well, let's start selling some stuff that we don't need. Like Gloves of the Hidden Fist, I have no use for that. I also don't use arrows. And I'm sure I can find better ones somewhere else. Plain Dagger +3. I'll keep Cleric because I like him. He has Neck Knife. Let's hold on to that for a little bit longer. We can probably get rid of most of our common gems. I don't think I have a need for the Headband of Intellect, but I'll just hang on to it for a bit longer. Theater Protection +4. I mean, that gives me Universal Saving Throws +4. Not sure that's really worth it for me, since most of the threats to me is still gonna be getting hit in the face. I don't want to get rid of the spell components necessarily. I think he will retain his inventory, so could always buy it back later, of course. That's not necessarily useful to me, but as long as an item is below 5,000, because I believe that's his upper limit for buying stuff, be fine. At the activation zone, I have no need for the Elven Quartbow. But he does have some scrolls and potions that I could potentially use. Magical items. What's a stone eater's ring? Stone to flesh. Well, that sounds ominous that it's being offered. Amulet of undead turning, well, you already can do that. Extra turning can only be used by clerics. Well, I am a cleric or a paladin. I could use this, but I already have 8 uses of turn undead. Not yet run out of it. The bone ring, what's that? Immunity to level terrain. It could be useful. Is it more useful than a ring of resistance +1? Maybe. Let's see, this is deflection modifier, right? Yeah. Purple dragon ring. Immunity to poison. Well, poison is annoying. Is it worth 12,000? I mean, I have the money, so... I don't think I need it, but I do want this bag of holding. Take that, put it here. Right, he's got a lot of spell components, look by the looks of things. As well as throw bolts and stuff. So yeah. Could always get stuff back. What is this? Possibly one of the strangest stories in the Thaven history is that of Rakshasa, the Lich, who decided to become a bard. The music he composed was of such mournful effect that he became a success for playing at funerals for the rich and powerful. His masterpiece was a work that actually created a similar spell effect to horror wilting and was known to actually kill the audience. Alright, well, let's not give that to Deacon. Brooch of Shielding. Shield. And Lantern of Revealing. Invisibility Perch. Yeah, that could be useful. Expensive. One of Blasting. Sound Burst. Yeah. I mean, considering we're gonna probably be fighting Drow for a good while longer, and I only have one invisibility perch on my person. Yeah, let's buy it. Right, so now we can actually put our heavy stuff in the box. Right, and the genie has been unsummoned. Right. If you not a hop, I'll keep the chalice. Let's see if I can make a little bit of space so that I can actually put the bag over here. Roguestone go in there. There's a lot of resurrection in there as well. Might as well throw this away. Right. Any magical item I don't have an immediate need for. Go in the bag. So I know where they are. Probably should include the bottle of the gin. If I can't lose it. And let's put in Cleric in there as well. There, that should be much better. because it reduces the weight by so much, of course. Not quite as big as you would expect a bag of holding to be, but hey, it's a start. Alright, let's continue on with our mad quest. For a moment I thought he was armed with a spoon, but it looks like it's just a mace of some kind. Very shiny mace. Alright, so we still have to find Linu, who apparently is by some slaves. And while I'm not gonna put it past the drow to have slaves, it does feel kinda out of place to find them here, perhaps. What need do they have of slaves in this conquest? And clearly they were not very well guarded as well. But yeah, now we have a shop with us, so there's not much reason to go back to White Test much. Elven Blackstaff. Elven Blackstaff, cruel intentions, foul breath, and flatulence all rolled into one. Let us actually rest. Because as I recall, any encounters from this point forward are gonna be tricky. Also platforms or places over there. I know there's ways to get over there if you can spot the secret doors. Ow. Raggedy unshaven. Alright, let's not stand there. Let's get rid of that. That probably will not have affected any traps further along. Bertrand the Magnificent, unholy avenger of the Nine Hells, enjoyed a long reign of terror in the southern reaches. And then a guy that fell onto a keyboard. Demon of the Fifth Plane, summoned by Ulysses the Not-So-Smart at his son Harry V's 5th birthday party. Most memorable birthday party ever. Yeah, I'll wager. Alright, let's have a look at, I think, Tommy said it was the Eastern Passage. More tracks that could be of anything. Alright, we found some Rakshasa. Right, he's dealing quite well with everything, but of course, these guys are so immune to doing. Alright, can I at least spell the magic? Alright, Dalen is gonna need a little bit of help. They're still covered in stone skin. Don't have... nope, that's not what I want to do. I never want to do blast, but I hate spell-resistant enemies like this. I feel so useless. Alright, are you protected from holy magic? Alright. Very good. And so, what did they do to you? I saw some... Yeah, I don't think they could do much to you, but always good to check. Right, Gumakawa. In the right hands, the hide over this place beast can be tanned to a suit of potent magic armor. These particular suits were created by the famed artificer Kumakawa, whose experience at working these skins is greater than most. In addition to their protective quality, the suit endowed the wearer with exceptional reflexes for a very predator. Roofed evasion. It's actually not that bad. And I believe that's a mirror shield, yep. The impotence +3, spell resistance 12. Tickle +3. I'll take the Rakshasa eyes.
Far too much useless garbage.
And they then can handle the heavy lifting. Actually, it's daily, right? No. The light has unlimited uses. Healing does not. You can carry this armor. What else did I pick up? Tickle. Mirror shield. Deacon, can you use the mirror shields? Where is Deacon? I mean, you've got the half shields. The mirror shield probably doesn't help your spell failure now. Let's keep that off then. So, didn't you have a crossbow? Pretty sure you had a crossbow, right? What is your spell abilities again? Right. Light and medium efficiency. Right, improves critical with a light crossbow. I should get you a light crossbow then at some point. Did I take it off you? I mean, it's not impossible with all the fumbling about what I did with the... It doesn't matter. Right now we'll just continue on. Ooh, more loot. An inflow plus 5 and a brass key.
Useless garbage. Going to have to dump some of this.
Well, definitely a better cloak than I had before. Not gonna agree with the useless garbage though. But I am gonna need to I'm gonna need to get rid of some stuff. Let's put the shield in here for now. Perpetual inventory address. Alright, let's rest up. Because I'm not expecting the fights to get any easier from here on out. And we are still some distance away from leveling up. This old man approaches you timidly, with his head bowed and his eyes cast down in a subservient manner. The Rakshasa in the other room. Dead? Did you killed? Are you here to save us? The Rakshasa are dead, but who are you? My name is Sharish, leader of these people, or at least much a leader as any. You see everyone here as a slave, a poor soul bound and forced to serve the mad wizard Halaster. You slaves? That is very sad. You cannot believe in slavery, unless masters want slaves to sing and dance and tell stories. That's what old masters do with Deacon. That'd be okay, I guess. Sadly, our duties are far removed from singing and dancing. Halaster prefers others more deadly diversions. He enjoys watching adventurers die, that's why he created Undermountain. What need could one as powerful as Halaster have for common human slaves? This is nothing but an abuse of his power. He keeps slaves simply because he can. The Rakshasa outside was supposed to protect us from the other creatures here in Undermountain, and to make sure we never tried to escape. Not that we could have tried in any case. Halaster's magic bound us to this place, but now Halaster has disappeared. The spells binding us here have faded. So now that I've killed the Rakshasa, you're free to leave? I wish it were that easy, my lady, but there are many terrible creatures roaming the halls of Undermountain, to say nothing of all the drow who have recently appeared. It would be suicide for us to venture out from these chambers. A few of us might escape these halls, but most would never make it to the surface alive. There might be another way for us to escape this place. There is a magic portal in this section of the dungeon, a black door if you will. Halaster built it as an emergency escape route. The portal can only be used by someone who possesses the proper activation stone. Without it, the portal is useless, a false hope to tempt and torture us. But if we could get that stone... I could help you find that stone for the right reward. If you bring the stone to me, I will tell you the location of a powerful magic item. One of the 4 chains Halaster used to bind open the doors this level. What do you know about these chains? In our years of slavery, I've learned much about Halaster's creations. If you agree to help us, I'll tell you everything we know about the chains. Okay, I'll try and find the activation stone for you. Thank you, my lady. You alone can deliver us to freedom, but if you are to help us, I must first tell you where to find the activation stone. Okay, where can I find the activation stone? Halaster hid the activation stone inside the genie bottle that he kept with him at all times, but now Halaster has disappeared, and so has the bottle. I don't know what happened to the Mad Mage, but I heard Rakshasa say that the Drow had overrun the southern chambers. It wouldn't surprise me to learn that he has something to do with Halaster's disappearance. If you want to find the genie bottle, you should probably investigate that camp. Just be careful. The Drow prefer killing strangers to answering their question. Is there anything else I can help you with? Got some questions. Why have the Drow come to Undermountain? Perhaps they hope to use it as a base for an attack on the surface. Aren't the Drow always trying to conquer and destroy the surface world? The real question is, how come the Drow are still here? In the past, Halaster has had absolute control of Undermountain and all the beings who dwell here. He would never have allowed the Drow to set up their camps in his domain. The Drow are here now, and Halaster is missing. I suspect the two are related, but in what way I couldn't say. I'll be going now. As you wish, my lady. Alright, so there's something a little bit fishy about this place. Can't quite put my finger on it though. In any case, that'll do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time. If you enjoy my content, please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all then. Bye.